Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we're diving into the world of ancient Rome with our top 10 TV shows set in this fascinating time period. From gladiators to emperors, betrayal to conquest, these shows have it all. So grab some popcorn and let's get started. Starting off our list at number 10 is Attila. Gerard Butler's action movies are the actor's most popular works, but he has done so much more, including starring in a Roman-themed miniseries. In Attila, Butler plays Attila, the leader of the nomadic Hun tribe who led campaigns against the Visigoths as well as the eastern and western provinces of the Roman Empire. From Butler's brilliant performance here, it's easy to see why he became the first choice actor to star in 300. Thanks to his commanding screen presence, the actor makes the protagonist very likable. He also delivers incredible lines of dialogue in just about every scene. "We conquer cities, we rule the world, and yet we can't even build a bath," he once complained to his aide after seeing a Roman woman bathing. In addition, there is a detailed parallel story involving Attila's archenemy, the Roman general, Flavius Aetius, who attempts to overcome bureaucratic obstacles as he does everything in his power to stop the ambitious warrior.
I say if a woman can only have power through a man, then let it be with the most powerful man she can find.
Coming in at number 9 is Plebs. Plebs is a distinctive TV offering about ancient Rome because it's actually a sitcom. Events center around two young men and their house slaves as they go about their daily chaotic lives in 26 BC Rome. Misfortunes keep coming their way, and as sad as it is for them, every moment when they curse out about their lives ends up being very funny in the eyes of viewers. As far back as the period is, everything feels very relatable because the lads keep dealing with modern problems. Whether it's the characters struggling to find love or arguing with landlords, it all feels very familiar. Even so, Plebs still strives to be historically accurate. One particular scene shows men in a public toilet pooing together, which is something that used to happen at the time.
This is a chicken leg, Marcus. Look, there is no way that's from a human. This person would be laughably tiny. Or a baby. No, I'm joking, I'm mucking about. It won't be a baby.
Okay, I'm finished.
Next up at number 8 is Domina. Domina offers everything that fans would want from a show of its kind. There is backstabbing, murder, affairs, scheming, and fighting. The costume design is also as historically accurate as it gets. However, there is one major difference. The juicy stories are told from the perspective of the women, especially Livia Drusilla, who rose to become the first empress of Rome. Clear feminist messages are sprinkled all over the show, and as the minutes pass, viewers are introduced to some of the most empowering female TV characters. Livia, for example, becomes furious and smashes shrines when she learns she is pregnant again. A part of her wishes to not be chained to the cuffs of motherhood to satisfy her political ambitions. Several other women are also shown to be angry about the limitations and uncertainties that motherhood brings, notably Octavia, who curses out, "You always worry each birth will be your last."
People are sick of war. They'll take a dictator in return for peace.
I don't want to be a dictator. I want to be a god.
At number 7 we have the Caesars. One of the little historical facts is that there was more than one influential Roman named Julius Caesar. The one mostly referenced in history is Gaius Julius Caesar, but there were others like Germanicus Julius Caesar and Drusus Julius Caesar. Thankfully, the Caesars explores their lives in depth, together with the exploits of other notable Roman rulers. The British series consists of only 6 episodes, hence, it's very precise. It aims to be more historically accurate than sensational, and due to airing in the 1960s meant there were fast restrictions, so there are neither depictions of debauchery nor disputed events. Most influential rulers are portrayed in a good light, allowing viewers to appreciate their contributions to civilizations more.
Marshal,
My husband has made all the arrangements. The Emperor is to travel in secret, taking no one with him but Salustius Crispus.
Taking the number 6 spot is Claudius. Claudius covers Rome from 24 BC to 54 AD and is narrated by Emperor Claudius. Most of the events take place indoors, which is understandable given the budget limitations at the time, but what's surprising is how explicit the show is. As is the case with Spartacus, no one hesitates to discuss and plan debauchery. In the pilot episode alone, 2 escorts compete to see who will have the most sex in one night. Still, this isn't all that the show has to offer. The acting is superb, and so is the storytelling. Like many older productions, much effort is also put into the camera work. For example, the camera examines Emperor Augustus' face from all angles when he dies, pumping up a sense of melancholy in the process. The intriguing events are all based on the similarly titled novel by Robert Graves.
A mighty high opinion of yourself, haven't you? Do you imagine that I would stoop to buying you off when I could swat you like a fly if I wanted to?
I'm sorry, I meant...
Hold your tongue. I will tell you what I want and you will provide it.
Halfway through our list at number 5 is Barbarians. In most of the territories that they conquered, the Romans bullied the locals into submission, but there were always a few cases of disgruntlement followed by resistance. One such rebellion story can be found in Barbarians, where the chieftain, Arminius, leads a few tribes in a campaign against the Roman occupation of Germania, only for the mission becomes a lot harder because certain tribesmen intend to collaborate with the oppressors. Leading the Roman side is the general Publius Quinctilius Varus, who is eager to quash the rebellion so as not to be seen as incompetent back home. After weeks of hostilities, the tense Battle of the Teutoburg Forest takes place, but before that happens, viewers learn a lot about the minor characters, thanks to detailed dialogue and sufficient background stories that make it easier to understand their motivations.
Apudeus ius vetat, quemquam capite damnari ab adio homine.
Ius suero Germanicum nullum, verum autem Roma. Tandem eis experto opust.
Coming in at number 4 is Britannia. Britannia's sword and sorcery combination makes it very similar to Game of Thrones. It's actually more of Game of Thrones for history buffs since it focuses on an event that has been well documented. In it, the Romans attempt to invade Britannia again, 9 decades after Julius Caesar failed to do so, and this time, they realize that the key to conquest is by stamping down on the influence of the religious leaders known as Druids. All the magic performed, one scene shows a seer mind controlling an enemy soldier, is said to have happened in real life, yet that's something that those who don't believe in supernatural phenomena would obviously dispute. Apart from that, the show stays true to the chronological order of the events and accurately depicts the cultural practices of the time, such as smoking hallucinogenic twig fumes and making blood sacrifices to the gods.
Stop them crucifying our people.
And what did the Romans demand in return? Or was it a favor to you?
I vowed that I would try and persuade my father to speak with.
Breaking into the top 3 is Spartacus. A Spartacus revival is currently in the works, something that's guaranteed to excite fans because the original show is mind-blowing. From well-choreographed gladiatorial battles to intimacy-packed romance arcs, the show amazes in each of its episodes. Additionally, it had the best use of CGI at the time of its release, proving that the creators of historical dramas don't have to spend too much money scouting for locations. The Stars series revolves around the Thracian warrior Spartacus, who leads slaves into a rebellion against the Romans shortly after being sold to Alutus in Capua to work as a gladiator. Apart from the fights, Spartacus extensively showcases the hedonistic culture of the Romans by featuring endless merrymaking sessions. In addition, the poetic dialogue is very pleasing to the ear.
Visit us there when you gain freedom. I no longer concern myself with thoughts beyond these walls.
And nor should you. A true champion dreams only of the arena.
And what does one dream of when he is no longer a champion?
At number 2, we have Empire. It's unfortunate that Empire went on to be buried under the popularity of the similarly titled Fox show revolving around music. It's a brilliant series that follows Julius Caesar's nephew, Octavius, as he overcomes various obstacles in his quest to become the Emperor of Rome. Aiding him is a fictitious skilled gladiator named Tyrannus. The same Tyrannus is said to have been Caesar's bodyguard at the time of his assassination. The motivation thus makes sense. Tyrannus didn't fail to protect Caesar because he was incompetent. He was distracted by the abduction of his own son. Angry at himself for failing to protect the famous ruler, he teams up with Octavius to make the conspirators pay and ensure no evil person ascends to the throne. The saga unfolds in 6 episodes, making Emperor the perfect quick binge for anyone with limited time to invest in a show.
It is Rome, Brutus, not the mob. The Senate is the Republic.
You think the rumors are true, then? He aims to be king.
Who else would have the nerve to change the bloody calendar? As if owning half the Earth weren't enough, now he aims to own the sun and moon as well. King?
And finally, taking the #1 spot on our list is Rome. Stretching for only 2 seasons, Rome is one of the best short TV shows to binge on. And it would have gone on longer had it not been for ballooning budgets. Instead of Spartacus's use of CGI, Rome favored massive on-location shooting and real sets that made the series feel more real. Rome avoids relying on the normal formula involving a rebel leader or leader as a protagonist. Here, viewers see the 1st century BC events through the eyes of 2 Roman soldiers as ancient Rome morphs from a republic to an empire. The 2 individuals are based on soldiers mentioned in Julius Caesar's memoir Commentarii de Bello Gallico. Through them, viewers are introduced to other popular Roman figures like Octavian and Mark Antony. An effort is also made to include accurate Egyptian and Roman dialects, something that makes the show feel more authentic compared to others of its kind.
Closely, boy. This is how history is made. Now, let's have some fun.
So there you have it, our top 10 ancient Rome TV shows that are sure to transport you back in time to one of history's most fascinating civilizations. Let us know in the comments if we missed any of your favorites, and be sure to like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.